villages and hamlets, new joy is found, making every day more promising and warmer. Happiness shines on faces of hardworking farmers, poor struggling with life challenges, youngsters longing for education, and women overcoming barriers, prejudices to mastering their own lives. They were provided access to new opportunities for a brighter future. These are due to access to financial services that the Vietnam Bank for Social Policies has been providing for the poor and other vulnerable groups over the past 15 years. And now, with the digital banking strategy, this bright future is even closer. Vietnam Bank for Social Policies, Digital Banking Development Strategy. With the globalization trend and national socio-economy changes, economic reform, together with poverty reduction and social security, has always been a focal point for the country's development and international integration. In addition, ensuring access to financial inclusion is important as we work to improve livelihoods as well as create equal opportunities for people to access development resources and basic services, contributing to socio-economic development, social security, and the raising of the nation's position in the international arena. Vietnam Bank for Social Policies, founded as the Bank for the Poor in 1996, was restructured and established under Decision Number 131, dated October 4, 2002, by the Prime Minister. Vietnam Bank for Social Policy's mission is to provide preferential financial services for sustainable poverty reduction, education, job generation, and social stability to accelerate socio-economic development. To help the poor and other disadvantaged groups have access to financial products and services in a fast, inexpensive, and convenient way, Vietnam Bank for Social Policies has developed its nationwide network with 63 provincial branches, 631 district transaction offices, and 10,974 transaction points at communes and wards. The key to Vietnam Bank for Social Policy's achievement over the past 15 years has been an effective model of commune transactions, the establishment of savings and credit groups, as well as the creation of partnerships with local mass organizations and local governments in the service delivery process. To date, Vietnam Bank for Social Policies has collaborated with the Women's Union, Farmers Union, Veterans Union, and Youth Union to establish nearly 190,000 savings and credit groups in hamlets and villages, bringing together customers to help each other in business and production. With this service delivery model and the grassroots coverage, Vietnam Bank for Social Policies has helped over 31 million customers who are poor, near poor, ethnic minorities, and other disadvantaged groups across the country to access financial services, become familiar with loan utilization, plan for repayment, and create savings accounts so that they can continue to contribute to improving their livelihoods. Not only does Vietnam Bank for Social Policies provide coverage to the whole country, but over the past 15 years, Vietnam Bank for Social Policies' business quality has also improved. Starting with 3 credit schemes in 2003, Vietnam Bank for Social Policies is currently implementing over 20 credit schemes and some foreign-funded projects. Additionally, Vietnam Bank for Social Policies provides other financial services to respond to customers' demand, especially in remote and rural areas. These include savings mobilization for the poor through SCGs, savings deposits at commune ward level, helping the poor get accustomed to savings habits, investments, and capital accumulation for the future, and other services such as payment and remittance. As of December 31st, 2017, total assets reached 175,000 billion Vietnamese dong, total funds mobilization reached over 111,000 billion Vietnamese dong, and total outstanding loan reached over 171,000 billion Vietnamese dong. This is up 24 times compared to where we started, serving 6.7 million active customers. Credit quality has constantly been improving since the overdue debt rates have been reduced by Vietnam Bank for Social Policies from 13.75% at the beginning to 0.80% in late 2017. Constantly innovating and developing, bringing happiness to the poor and other vulnerable beneficiaries, Vietnam Bank for Social Policies has made an important contribution to inclusive financial development, as well as the implementation of national target programs related to sustainable poverty reduction, new rural development, social security, human resources, and climate change. Over the past 15 years, Vietnam Bank for Social Policies has provided credit and savings products to all communes, wards, and townships nationwide. Specifically, Vietnam Bank for Social Policies focused on vulnerable ethnic minority areas, remote areas, and islands. Vietnam Bank for Social Policies has helped over 4.5 million households to cross the poverty line, has created nearly 3.4 million jobs for people, has helped more than 3.5 million disadvantaged students access educational loans, has assembled 9.9 million clean water and environmental sanitation facilities in rural areas, has built nearly 105,000 houses for flood victims in the Mekong Delta and 528,000 houses for poor households, and has created more than 11,000 storm-resistant houses in the Central Coast region. Vietnam Bank for Social Policies has contributed to reducing the national poverty rate from 14.2% in 2011 to 4.25% in late 2015. In order to achieve these results, one fundamental goal is to reach inclusive and sustainable development. Vietnam Bank for Social Policies 2020 Development Strategy, created by Decision Number 852, issued by the Prime Minister in 2012, strives to ensure 100% of the poor and other disadvantaged beneficiaries have access to financial services and products provided by the Vietnam Bank for Social Policies. This aims to reach sustainable poverty reduction, social security, and new rural construction. One of the most urgent measures is to modernize information technology and diversify financial products and services, contributing to the National Financial Inclusion Strategy. Financial inclusion stimulates the delivery of appropriate and convenient financial services, especially for low-income and vulnerable people, in order to expand their access to finances, enhance investments and savings in society, and improve their livelihoods, thereby promoting more inclusive economic growth. Vietnam is one of 25 countries with 2/3 of its population living without access to financial services. Therefore, in the coming years, financial inclusion is considered an important pillar to be promoted under Vietnam's Socio-Economic Development Strategy and 2020 Sustainable Development Strategy. One of the decisive factors of financial inclusion in Vietnam is product and service diversification and financial infrastructure development, including adopting advanced information technology. These are the measures that financial institutions in general and Vietnam Bank for Social Policies in particular are encouraged to implement. Vietnam has undergone an increasing evolution in information communication and technology, with telecommunications networks covering almost the entire country and nearly 100% of adults having mobile phones. The number of mobile subscribers nationwide is increasing rapidly to comprise nearly 131 million in 2017. Despite this widespread telecommunications network coverage, the use of mobile technology to facilitate electronic transactions is still a relatively new concept in Vietnam, where cash transactions remain the predominant method for payments and banking. At present, Provision of financial services by various financial institutions in rural, remote, and isolated areas is very limited due to the distance and cost of operations. In addition, the financial services in this area are less diversified, mainly credit and savings, while payments, money transfer, and insurance services are still absent and not yet accessible. The poor, low income, and other vulnerable people in this society, especially women, face more barriers and challenges than men in accessing information technology and formal financial services. In this context, to take advantage of ICT revolution and its potential contribution to the national financial inclusion development, Vietnam Bank for Social Policies has collaborated with the Asia Foundation and MasterCard since 2016 to launch the project Mobile Banking, Financial Inclusion and Economic Empowerment for the Low-Income Population and Women in Vietnam. The Australian government's Business Partnerships Platform, BPP, supports this project. It aims to research and develop the first digital banking strategy in providing microfinance services in Vietnam, to improve access to a full range of inclusive financial services for the poor and other vulnerable beneficiaries, especially women-led micro-enterprises. Targeting customer segment in remote, mountainous, rural areas and islands, the project will be implemented in 2 phases. Track 1. Vietnam Bank for Social Policies launches free SMS notification services for customers to receive updated information on accounts, Vietnam Bank for Social Policies financial products and services, repayment schedules, debt reminders, and monthly account balances. Track 2. Vietnam Bank for Social Policies develops a digital banking roadmap and launches 3 stages. Stage 1. Pilot cash-in service via mobile banking for 850 group leaders and approximately 30,000 group members. Stages 2 and 3. Vietnam Bank for Social Policies rolls out mobile banking service nationwide and provides other mobile-based services such as bill payment, P2P, QR Pay, and card issuance. Several benefits that Vietnam Bank for Social Policies desires to provide its customers when they use the digital banking service include low cost, convenience, transparency, and efficiency for all banking transactions when using a mobile phone. It brings Vietnam Bank for Social Policy staff great joy that mobile banking enables them to provide more and more products and services to respond to customers' demand, particularly in remote, rural areas and islands where residents find it difficult to access formal financial services. To meet customers' financial demand better, Vietnam Bank for Social Policies researches and makes timely policy decisions in order to keep up with the global and regional development. This is what Vietnam Bank for Social Policies has proved over the past 15 years. Once the ICT modernization becomes part of the national strategy, Vietnam Bank for Social Policies pioneering in technology innovation and new digital financial services in the microfinance sector will be a model for learning and application by other microfinance and banking services providers.